Hello reformers and welcome back to Viking Conquest. And now when we left off we were all the way up at Edinburgh and I've now made my way down. Thankfully we didn't really, well, I don't know whether to say thankfully really, because we have a bunch of units and we'd be able to take on basically everyone right now, so I probably shouldn't say unfortunately, but anyway. As you can see, we've now returned down here, and we're going to be building our refuge. It's going to take 6 hours. The total cost is only going to be 1,000, which is pretty good. So let's do it. All right. Yes, that seems good. Now, I have taken some of your advice, and I've built it on the side here so that we can use it as a port, I guess. So hopefully, hopefully that's going to work out. Who knows? But anyway. As you can see here, we can hire some staff, which is exactly what we want to do. Let's hire Captain Marcus. There we go. He helps manage your refuge and develop the improvements you need. There we go. So that's 1,000, well, 1,500 now. And, well, we can talk to him and he can obviously tell us a bunch of things. So, I want to improve this place. I need 5 toolkits and 5 timber pallets. And we also need 5,000 pennies. Right. Well, yes, that's of course the point. Aha! Okay, so we have a simple capacity for 50 men. I suggest building some houses for the men stationed here for them to bring their families. Right. Okay. So, we need, what is it? 5 timber and 5 toolkits, as well as 5,000 pennies. Right. Okay, so let's do it. Shall we? Let us do it. Rename your refuge. I don't want to call it my refuge. Thank you very much. I'd like to call it something... I don't even know. Yeah. Okay, what about... not all in capitals, thank you very much. Free Propels? That's awesome. That is awesome. Free People's Fortress. Shall we go with that? Shall we go with a little bit of alliteration there, I guess, maybe? Anyway, let's just continue with that. There we go. Free People's Fortress. It doesn't look like a fortress right now, but trust me, it's going to very soon, hopefully. Alright, so let's put these in the garrison. I'm going to be running around with the spearmen, I think, because the spearmen are probably going to be the most effective fighters, with the exception of the young warriors, of course. I mean, we only have space for 50, so I won't be able to put all of them in here. But I think that's actually... Is that... oh, okay, so it's 44. That's 44 right now. And I could put some young warriors in there, I guess. Let's just put that... There you go. So, the ramshackle prison at your refuge is not very secure. Your captain suggests not to keep lords here. Well, yes, it's going to be highly unlikely I'll be able to keep lords here. Right, so, yes, there we go. Just remove one of those. And there's the garrison limit. Okay, so that's fantastic. So, there you go. Free People's Fortress has finally been constructed. And now, what I want to do is go over to Dunwich... and maybe make a brief stopover in Dorstadt. Yes. And also what I'd like to do is go to Boar Grove as well. That should be pretty fun, I think. I wouldn't mind fighting one of these guys, actually, because we have a bunch of spearmen, and apparently spearmen are really, really good. So, should we fight them? Let's see how it goes. Let us see how it goes. 21 against 3. Yeah, I think we have this in the bag. But it's one of those times where you just think to yourself, maybe, you know, maybe they're going to teach us a lesson a little bit about picking on people that, you know, have a smaller army size. You know, maybe they're just going to absolutely murder us. Who knows? Who knows whether that's going to be the case? I don't think so, somehow, because obviously spearmen, according to some rather helpful people, they level up into veterans. So that's good. So I actually did a pretty decent thing there by recruiting them, I suppose. So let's, well, it's going to take them a bunch of time to level up, of course. So that's going to be a bit of a pain. But other than that, I think we should have a good old fun time watching them fight. As Agathanos runs into battle with a literal sling and a knife. Probably going to have to get him some things, aren't I? Yes, probably going to have to get him some things. I don't really want him running around with absolutely awful stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to try and do that if I can. Obviously, the main thing that we've got to, you know, think about right now is just getting some rather nice businesses up and running. And, of course, getting a ship eventually as well. And multiple ships, suffice it to say. So let's try and do that. There's one renown. It's obviously not going to give us that much, but maybe, yeah, I was maybe hoping for some awesome torso armor or whatever the case. But yeah, at least we did get... Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you serious? Ah, but Beta is our first companion and he's so good. I have no interest in becoming a Christian. Oh, so he's giving us a problem here. Okay. I don't want you picking any more fights, but he's a spotter. He's just really good. I mean, look. Beta's got 7 first aid, 7 wound treatment. Obviously, we don't necessarily need surgery, so if Asbjorn decides to leave, then that's not really a big deal. Trade, we also have about 5 or 6 in trade already, so it's not really a big deal if Helgi leaves. And then obviously we've got Kaio here, who has an insane amount of pathfinding and spotting. And I really don't want him to go. Oh, that's going to be bad. Actually, how do I check that out? Yeah, party, I think. No, look at this. These pagan troops cause trouble. Asbjorn, Helgi. Okay, so I guess it really is just a matter of him disliking Beta because he's a Christian priest or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, that is annoying. That is very annoying indeed. Okay, well, we can't really do much about it right now. What I'd like to do, however, is go into Dunwich and, you know, buy a business. So, let's leave our spearman and our young warrior, one of them, yes, in the troop quarters here. And yes, we can hopefully buy something. So unfortunately there's not a shortcut here for me to immediately be, you know, speaking to the guild master, or in this case the mayor of Dunwich, which by the way is the correct way to say it. I am English, and yeah, I do know how to say a town in England, even though I may not know how to say certain other things, because in general they're kind of, you know, historical, and it's kind of difficult for me to know because I don't know that much about history. So obviously, you know, things like Cardiff, for example. Yeah, I mean, it's so obvious, isn't it? Oh, I'm still reeling from that because it's just like, oh, what? You know, really, how could I not understand that it's Cardiff, really? But I know it's Dunwich. I certainly know it's Dunwich. I know it's London, you know, so yeah. Anyway, I can't believe I'm actually not finding the mayor. I literally... Oh, there he is. Okay, so it seems like you spawn in different areas whenever you go and stroll through the town. It's a bit weird. Alright, so let's buy a farmstead here. I have previously taken a look at this, and it is, well, kind of obvious which one we're going to go for. This is actually not doing too badly. We saved 3,000 pennies from this, because the foundry is 17,500. But the problem with it is that this only gives us 576, whereas the foundry gives us 750, so it gives us another 200 per week, basically, approximately, whatever. And I think that this is just really good. I mean, there's not much more we can do. The weavery is not going to give us that much. It gives us 566. That's pretty decent, but still not 750. And we have the weavery here that gives us 320. So, yeah, we're just going to be going for the foundry. I think that sounds good to me. And now, we are going to be traveling to another port and going to Dorstadt. I mean, I have some wool. I should have enough. And it's only a quick journey across the ocean, right? It's only a quick one, so it's not too bad. And we should be, you know, we should be absolutely fine. And, oh my, it seems like a couple of people are trying to loot the village around here. Loot some villages around here, yes. Okay, so, yeah, oh, look at, oh, this is fantastic. Look at how much money they have. Oh, yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so we're going to be selling all of this. Look at that. 6,000 just from that. Absolutely crazy. We're going to be taking all this wine as well. We're going to be taking the tools, and, oh, I thought that was timber for a second, but no, it's just wool cloth. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to buy some vegetables. We already have some, but it's nice to get a little bit more variety, I suppose. Let's take some salt, because I think Winchester, I think they're pretty decent with salt. Let's just actually take a look with our trade skill real quick. Ah, mead at Winchester. Mead, aha, okay. So I guess we could buy some mead here if we so desire, but it is only 91. So it's not really breaking the bank. Yeah, that's basically all that it is. Oh yeah, I could also... Let me just put the salt in there real quick, because I want to make sure... Aha, yes, Cardiff. Salt at Cardiff. Okay, so just going to buy that back. Thank you very much. Buy that mead as well. We have a little bit of it. And then we can just sell another to wool. There we are. Okay, so that seems nice. Now, I'm not going to be spending much more time trading around the place. I'm just literally doing this because we need to. And I felt like it was kind of important to show the journey of where we come from, you know, so we start from just having absolutely zero, and then we're trading around the place, we're getting our own refuge up, and of course I'm going to be looking around for some timber, and I'm going to be looking around for some tools as well. I'm actually wondering whether I should go to the lumber yard. There is actually a lumber yard over in England somewhere. Maybe it's in Scotland, I can't remember, but it's over there in the UK somewhere. So it would be maybe an idea for us to check that out. Okay, tools. I can buy some more tools here. Yes, and there's some iron. I guess I'm just going to buy the tools. We need 5 tools. I have 4? Yes, I was about to say 3, but no, we have 4 now. And we can sell this wine. Oh yeah, take this wine, thank you very much. Would you like some cheese with your wine? Ah, yes, okay. Yes, very old joke. Okay, so furs. We are probably going to want to buy those furs. Yep, selling furs at Cardiff as well. So salt and I was about to say salt and Cardiff, really? Come on now. Salt and furs at Cardiff are going to get a huge amount of cash, so that's nice. And buying wine here and selling it at Cardiff also apparently has an effect, but I'm not going to be buying... So I could have sold all this wine at Cardiff and actually gained a much bigger profit? Is that true? Seems like they were scamming me a little bit. Okay, well... Let's just see what else I can get here. I'm going to buy some smoked fish because we need it. Let's buy some bread, buy some fruit. Might as well. Solves our morale problems. Small amount of morale problems. Alright, so that seems to be it. I could go and check in the mead hall, maybe for someone that wants to join us. He's a Norse, isn't he? He's a pagan, so it's probably not going to work out too well with it. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Alright, so... I think it's about time that we go to London, I suppose. Let's go to London. Why not? Let's go to London, and then we're going to be making our way over to Cardiff, and that's going to give us a huge amount of cash. Hopefully, anyway, because I have a pretty decent amount of salt, and we're also selling furs there as well, so obviously that's going to make a difference. Now, all we need to do is wait for the... You know, places are... I should have... You know what I should have done? I always forget this. I don't know why I do that, but I always forget to sell everything that I have, in other words, the wool, to every single kind of merchant, because that doesn't change the pricing, as far as I'm aware. So I should really just go and do that, but I don't know. I'm just a little bit weird when it comes to selling from specific places. I don't know why, but I think I... kind of have a bit of a bad habit from when I first learned how to play Mount & Blade all the way, 5 years ago. And I think I have a bad habit of just literally going to the goods merchant, because usually in native, the goods merchant has the most money, and that's usually the reason why I'll do that, probably. So yeah, anyway, masterless fighters. There are going to be a couple of bandit parties around here, but thankfully, due to our companion, Kaio, we should be able to see exactly who is coming at us. And I don't really mind tackling these ruffians, because we're going to gain a little bit of renown from it. And maybe some of our forces will gain maybe a level up or something like that. I think that might be quite nice. So yeah, and it also gives me an opportunity to try out my thrown weapons a little bit more as well. Obviously, I would much prefer to be fighting Danish elite Vikings and things like that, because that's actually, that's actually going to give us a really, really good amount of pretty awesome loot, if you get a big enough party of them, of course. And, that's always appreciated. I'd very much like to get some better loot for Agathanos, for example, because I do not want him to leave. I actually do not want him to leave now. I was actually complaining about him in the previous episode, because he was complaining about Asbjorn. And I didn't really want to lose Asbjorn, because I think he's personally really, really cool, because he just gives us so much in the way of, medic skills and everything. So, yeah, that's the main reason for that. I don't know why I'm missing this. I guess it's because I'm not going first person, but I really thought that I would have a pretty decent shot at least hitting one of them. Okay, now, I didn't tell my people to charge in, so if I die, it's my fault. Oh, he's running away. Why are you running away, you imbecile? Get back here. No, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to, unless one of them has Amazing accuracy? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, that's absolutely fine. At least we captured a couple of them anyway. And, I mean, these guys just have so much loot usually, but the loot is just not that good. So obviously, it's not really worth us doing that. I must tell you that even though Agathanos behaves in a rough, unmannered way, I can see that in his heart he has maybe, unknown to himself, a good Christian soul. So Beta actually likes Agathanos. That's good to know. He's an intelligent man with great wisdom. I like to listen to him at the campfire, and he listens to me when I speak of Christ. The truth is that we have very interesting discussions. Very good. Yes, very good. Yes, man, a few words. Man, a few words. Maybe not as few as Elias, if you know him from the Clash of Kings series and the World of Ice and Fire series. You know, usually he... Oh no! Agathanos is going to leave. Anyway, usually Elias will respond to an extremely long paragraph of text with, I see. And that's literally it. So, yes. Oh, no. No. Come back. No! Oh, our persuasion is not enough, and he left. That is so sad. He had such amazing engineering and... Well, we have 4 in engineering. Oh, actually, Beta is crazy good. Look at that. He has 5 in tactics and 4 in engineering. So I suppose it's not a big loss, but really... Not very happy about that, I gotta say. Not very happy about that at all. But I guess what can you do? That's just how it goes. You know, hopefully we'll be able to find him later on, and maybe at that point we will have refined our choice of companions, shall we say. So let's go into Cardiff and say hi, and then we're going to be selling... Oh, look at this! That's exactly what I mean. Look at the goods merchant. It has 6,600 pennies. That's exactly what I mean when I say that the goods merchant usually has the most money, and that's usually the reason why I will go there above other places to sell things. So, it's probably just a bad habit on my part, but you can kind of see why, I hope. Anyway, let's just sell that. And meat? Oh yeah, I needed to sell that at Winchester. There's only two of it. I guess I could buy some meat here. I should really buy some wool as well. I mean, there's pretty cheap wool for sale there, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, buying meat here and selling it at Winchester is pretty good. And also buying ale here and selling it at Reba does give us a little bit of a profit, but very, very small. I'm going to buy some additional tools here. So there's 5. We now have 5. And how do I get timber? I might have to go to the lumberyard, as I said, and get it from there. But we're going to take some meat, and I'm going to be making my way over. How much money do I have now? 8,000? Did I seriously... Oh, yeah. Well, obviously I have some trade goods, and I did buy some wool and everything like that. So I guess that's good. But otherwise, we're going to be making our way down to Winchester, all the way down here. And I'm going to do that off screen, and then we will pick it up from there. Alright, so we have arrived here at Winchester. It didn't take us that long, and there weren't many bandits, as you could no doubt see on the way to Cardiff anyway. And we're going to be selling some mead here, as you can see. Wow, this is just absolutely crazy. The trade is very enjoyable in Viking Conquest. I think that's one of the things that I very much appreciate about the mod. And even though I've been a pretty harsh critic of it in the past. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching. I'm going to look for some timber, and I will see you next time.